Dream easily as you drift into a deep sleep with this guided meditation story. You are listening to Wanderlust, Alaska, part of a series where you may journey through time and space in your custom traveling home that takes you to the most beautiful national parks and landscapes. In tonight's adventure, you will travel on the rugged highways of Alaska in the 1970s. In the pristine landscape, your morning begins whale watching before you set out to explore inland. With the spirit of the gold rush, you arrive with a quest for the riches of peace, adventure, and connecting with your inner wildness. From the open roads to glacial turquoise lakes and snow-capped mountains, you relish the journey with two furry companions who remind you how to live in the moment. In the tranquil setting of a rocky lakeshore, you set up camp beneath the skies of the midnight sunset. It's time to dream away. I would like to welcome you to Michelle's Sanctuary. I am Michelle, and as you listen, you may think of my voice as that of your dear friend and trusted guide. Every night we can meet up to lead you to the healing powers of your imagination so you may more easily drift to sleep. While there may be times in your day you feel you do not have control, our journey tonight grants you complete control over your thoughts and the images and experiences you create in the blank canvas of your mind. This is your sanctuary, and you have earned every minute of peace, beauty, and rest that comes at the end of a day. This story is for you and will remind you of the infinite possibilities of your life. You are the writer, director, and star of your life story, and you may craft it with every thought, feeling, and choice. At any point, you may let go of my voice and drift to sleep if you can no longer resist its beckoning. You are always welcome to return to listen to more in the future, and if you fall asleep while listening, the imagery of this tale will paint your dreamscape with the natural beauty of Alaska in the sanctuary of your room and mind. You are now ready to go deep within. Wiggle away any remnants of your day, shaking them off so they may go where all things go that are no longer needed. Sink your head into the comfort of your pillow and feel your body becoming heavy like wet sand. A wave of safe, healing light washes over you like the golden rays of summer. Your breath is your vehicle in life. Take in a deep breath and feel your body expand so much that if you were wearing a button-down shirt, your breath could cause all the buttons to pop off. Your mouth opens into a great big yawn, and then your breath cascades out of you in a long sigh, flowing like water in a tall waterfall. Take in another deep breath until there's no room for another sip of air. Open your mouth into a guilt-free yawn to let your body know that it is time to stand down and retreat into the safety of your sanctuary and the promise of sleep. You blow out your air through pursed lips. You follow the breath as it becomes the wind from the highway that blows through the driver's side window of your custom traveling home. You see yourself seated behind the wide steering wheel, wearing aviator shades that block out the brilliant sunlight of midsummer. Your custom vehicle is designed to your preferences, be it an RV or a converted school bus or a Volkswagen bus. You have paid attention to the tiniest of details. And wherever you go in time and space, the comforts of home come along. Whenever you revisit your Wanderlust caravan, you are met with the familiarity of a recurring dream. The first memories you have of feeling at home are enlivened, and you are awash with the courage to live your life without judgment. You have the heart of a nomad and the spirit of a pioneer. You can adapt to every change and accept what is within your control. So many miles on the road have silenced your anxiety and fine-tuned your ability to go with the flow. Your two furry companions are asleep in the center of your bed, situated in the tail end of your vehicle. Having spent the morning along the coast, you look to the open road and recall images of the crisp sapphire waves lapping against the shoreline. You sat on the doorstep of your mobile home with your slippered feet dangling over the earth. Your two pets ran along the glistening beach made of tawny sand and ebony stones. And just as you sipped your morning drink from a beloved mug, you watched the tail of a humpback whale breach the gentle waves and slap down. Your two pets looked to you with curiosity, and when you assured them all was okay, they scuttled down the beach to investigate. A pod of whales moved into the bay and blissfully played in the golden rays of morning. You watched the majestic creatures emerge into the air and then dive into the salt water, creating lacy ripples that traveled to the shore. You and your pets were mesmerized by the spectacle, and you finished your breakfast just as the humpback whale's playtime came to an end, and they swam out to deeper waters. Mornings like this breed gratitude, so rich your heart swells. Nature constantly meets you with disarming displays when you live your life on the road. You spent the afternoon driving on rugged roads and passing through a quaint little town, heading inland to spend the night near a glacial lake. Once a landscape littered with boom towns created by the gold rush, the rush of fortune seekers in the 1970s are those who come to work on the pipeline, while your time in Alaska is dominated by nature hikes and rare encounters with the wilderness. Your trips to scarcely scattered gas stations and local saloons are met with promising whispers of abundance and fortune. Kristen Hanna would one day write, "Alaska isn't about who you were when you headed this way. It's about who you become. And you only need to show up to become." And how true that is with all the many experiences of your waking life. Show up fully and become. You inhale the clean air, noting how it changed from the salty, damp fragrance of the bay to a piney tingling aroma of evergreens and clean air. The engine creates a hypnotic hum and ties your travels together like a melodic ribbon woven through space and time. The softest tinks of gravel and dirt bouncing off the roadway against your vehicle are your soundtrack to memories on the road. These sounds forever bring you back to the sense of freedom felt behind the wheel when you are in charge of your destiny. You look into the rear-view mirror to see your pets have awoken and are both yawning together. Their pink tongues and content faces cause you to smile. A popular tune plays lowly on the radio, coming in and out of the soft static that sounds when you get further away from populated areas. You come to fields of emerald grass and vibrant fuchsia and magenta wildflowers. The blooms eagerly rise towards the sun, while the roots entrench themselves in the recently thawed earth. The summer breeze creates waves in the verdant field, like a green tidal pool nestled within the valley of snow-capped mountains. You press your foot on the gas, and the vehicle accelerates up a hill. As you begin the descent, you notice a herd of caribou is grazing in the meadow. You slow down and pull over, turning off the engine as you park on the shoulder. You remove a camera that dangles from a strap hung over the chrome mount of the rear view mirror. You carefully and quietly exit the driver's seat and notice that the caribou do not stir. Your pets eagerly run to the passenger seat and look out the window as you close the door quietly behind you. The soles of your well-worn hiking boots grip the sienna-hued dirt road with each step. The caribou, also known as reindeer, are unlike other breeds in that they all have velvety brown antlers that remind you of barren branches in fall. The wispy white hair on their muscular necks billows on the mild breeze. Even on the warmest of days, Alaska has the slightest nip. As the breeze travels across the snowy mountains and melting electric blue glaciers, you take in a deep breath and stretch. Suddenly, one of the caribou becomes curious. She is a young cow and slowly walks towards you. You remain still and look into her kind brown eyes. Together, you enjoy a moment of connecting before she snorts and turns back to the herd. And you turn back to your pet companions. You slip back into the driver's seat and start the engine. You look with pride at your pets. The wilderness has reminded them of their own wild. It has reminded you of yours as well. You continue to drive, led by a paper map, at a time when roads are still being built in multitudes, and without electronic devices to guide you. Thoreau wrote, We need the tonic of wildness. At the same time that we are earnest to explore and learn all things, we require that all things be mysterious and unexplorable, that land and sea be infinitely wild, unsurveyed and unfathomed by us, because unfathomable. We can never have enough of nature. You find your wild. Wilderness beckons to you as you turn on your directional, and the loud rhythmic click leads you towards a narrow, rugged road lined with evergreen trees that scrape against your vehicle like jazz brushstrokes on a snare drum. The road is bumpy, and each soft thud and gyration massages your back. The soft, leathery seat conforms to your body after thousands of miles on the road. The canopy of trees opens up to reveal a turquoise lake formed by glaciers. Vibrant and surreal, the water appears otherworldly. Snow-capped mountains frame the vista on this clear day, so clear you can see forever. You open the door and step out of your vehicle, followed by your furry travel companions. You grab your canvas backpack before you close the door. You place the straps on your shoulders, and it conjures memories of the beginnings of many hikes and adventures in the wilderness. You reach your hand into a pocket to feel the antique brass compass that has served you all over the world. And in the land of the midnight sunset, there is an extended amount of time to hike. You walk along the perimeter of the lake and see salmon jumping, creating ripples on the water. The baby blue sky enhances the brilliant water that sits like a turquoise stone in the setting of mountains and cliffs. You approach a stream that cascades into the lake from a higher elevation. Your pets stay close to you. When you see a family of brown bears splashing in the cool water, they catch salmon and feast on them, basking in the afternoon sun. They pay no mind to you as you and your pets remain silent observers. You hear a waterfall, powerful and loud, off in the distance. Led by your instincts and the silent whisper inside you that says, "Go this way." You hike up a dirt path surrounded by purple wildflowers. Your pets are excited and eagerly follow you with unflappable trust that gives you confidence. The untouched path winds around and guides you to an inlet. Your boots crunch on fallen pines and tiny twigs. The purifying air is fresher than any air you have ever inhaled. With each deep breath, you visualize blue bubbles of oxygen traveling throughout your body and giving you vibrance and life. You tingle from head to toe, woken by the excitement of uncovered adventures and the purity of the landscape. Your animals run ahead towards the inlet where the turquoise water flows and is clear. A waterfall cascades down large glittering rocks that have been smoothened over time. This is the perfect spot to relax and connect with nature. You hear an unfamiliar cry of a bird and look up to see a bald eagle in flight. Its wingspan is as wide as your outstretched arms, and its enormity in size surprises you. You watch the eagle's silhouette as it flies towards the silvery white mountain peaks. Your pets run towards the crystalline waters and you follow them. You remove your backpack and boots and clothes and strip down until you are comfortable to immerse yourself in the pure, clean water. Without hesitation, you run on the rocks and feel the cold, smooth stones massage your feet. You feel the tension release from your arches and the balls of your feet, and your toes stretch out beyond the confines of the toe beds of your boots. Once the water reaches your hips, you dive into the depths of the inlet. The water is frigid and invigorating. Your heartbeat is loud and strong when you are fully immersed in the turquoise pool. You can feel your life force, and the cold water demands of you to be present to this moment and in tune with your aliveness. And this thought runs through your mind over and over again. I am alive. I am life. You feel gratitude for your body, forgiving yourself for the times you may have criticized this remarkable vessel that has worked for you day and night. Even when you are sleeping, miraculous functions are taking place beyond your understanding to keep you alive. You breach the surface of the water and whip your water-slicked hair behind you. Tiny, cold droplets flow down your cheeks, and you smile so widely that some land on your lips and in your mouth. They taste like a cold metal spoon. Your animals swim in shallow waters, and like you, they are in tune with the experience. Your body tingles from head to toe, and goosebumps form on your arms and legs and heaving chest. You swim towards the waterfall and the opal mist that surrounds it. Tiny rainbows form throughout the waterfall from sunlight that cuts through the evergreen trees that shade the inlet. You position yourself to perfectly align your shoulders and neck and back to receive a massage from the pressure of the cascading falls. Summer Lane expressed, Alaska was the cure to the disease of my despair. There's no room for despair when your heart is this full and your body this in tune with life around you and the life within you. You float on your back and look to the clear sky. The light is different here, somehow bright, more healing, more glittering, and more golden. The sun lowers more slowly in Alaska, and you are unaware of how much time has passed. Your body has become numb from the glacier-fed pool, and you swim towards the shore, where your pets have dried off in the patches of sun. You remove a towel from your backpack and wipe yourself dry. You feel tired in a delicious way. As the feeling returns to your body, your muscles are like wax melting down a tapered candle. You dress yourself, and your feet enjoy another stone massage before you place them in dry, warm socks. You put on your boots and pack up your bags. You look to the observant eyes of your furry companions. They glisten with love and trust and the perpetual curiosity of where next. You snap your fingers and they follow you back down the trail towards your home. Like a spark that goes off in your mind, you are reminded of your comforting home that awaits you. The sky is ablaze in magenta and mango streaks that reenact the flowing lava that once helped create the landscape around you. You float along the trail, your body relaxed and fluid, and you feel all worries and concerns could simply glide off your back. Nothing truly matters right now. You realize how temporary all of life has been. You are gliding through moments, forever traveling through time and space with the gift of impermanence. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. And knowing this, you seek to savor moments as captivating as the Alaskan wilderness. You see your parked caravan up ahead, and your pets race you to the front door. You walk along the beach behind them. As you approach the front door, they sit eagerly. You unlock the door to your traveling home and remove the doormat that says "Welcome Home." It has graced the earth's floor in many eras and many places and been covered by desert dust and coastal sand. And now it reminds you that you are home wherever you go. Your pets scamper up the stairs and you follow. You hear the familiar clank on the first step when you ascend into your living space, and the caravan rocks slightly back and forth. You step into your familiar kitchen. The fridge is covered in a mosaic pattern with magnets you have collected during your travels, serving as reminders of where you have been. You remove your boots and hiking clothes and change into soft linen loungewear. The fabric feels smooth against your tanned skin that over these travels carries the marks of your expeditions with tiny scars and tan lines. Your body has always been your memory keeper. You leave the door open onto the lake, so you may view the aquamarine water now cast in a soft pink glow from the evening sky. You remove a cast iron frying pan that hangs on the tiled kitchen wall. From the fridge, you remove one of your favorite meals that came from a rustic diner on the road. You still recall the friendly smile of the waitress who was dressed in a frilly white waitress cap and apron over her lavender dress. She spoke of how she came to Alaska to begin a new life. Some come to Alaska running towards new beginnings, while others come to run away from the lives they no longer wish to lead. And you are here to connect with the beauty of the human experience and to tap deep into yourself. While your meal heats up in the cast iron pan, you remove ceramic pet bowls from the cupboard that are hand-painted in calligraphy with your pets' names. You fill them and place them on a pet mat next to their water bowl. The blue flames of the gas range flick in the cool breeze that travels across the lake and over the welcome mat into your home. You remove a plate that has been part of your life forever. Alaska has heightened your appreciation for details and truly noticing things that others do not. You see the tiny scratches on the surface of the plate, evidence of the many meals you've enjoyed on the road and with loved ones. You plate your food and go towards the buffet table that can be removed when necessary, so the seats may become a bed. You lean against throw pillows in vibrant colors and silks, collected from artisans at fairs and markets. The warm food nourishes you, and you savor the meal. You are awash with gratitude. You hear the haunting song of a loon echoing over the turquoise lake. The melody blends with the fast rhythm of your pets eating their dry food. You are sensitive to every sound, every visual, every taste, and every smell. You finish your meal and rise to wash the dishes in the sink. The window above the sink looks out onto the surrounding woods. An owl hoots from a tree as the water cascades over your plate, and you place it in the drying rack. You look out the front door onto the midnight sunset. Deep shades of aubergine and blue and raspberry pink are richer and darker than you've ever witnessed in a sunset. You inhale the fresh air and it makes you sleepy as you sigh and close the door on the Alaskan wild and retreat to the respite of your custom home. Your pets follow you and stand outside the quaint bathroom. As you ready yourself for bed and brush your teeth, your attention always goes to the beautiful stained glass window in a mosaic of colors that make you happy. The tingling mint of your toothpaste reminds you of the invigorating swim in the glacial-fed aquamarine pool. Once done, you retreat to your bedroom nook and pull back the heavy duvet and crisp cotton sheets that will keep you warm as the temperature drops throughout the night. Your pets jump onto the bed and you follow, sinking into the plush mattress. You draw a curtain closed that surrounds the bed and darkens your sleeping quarters into total darkness. Your custom caravan is prepared for all situations to ensure you the best night of sleep. In a familiar routine, your pets pin you beneath the covers, each one nestling on a side of your body. They tuck you in, applying pressure to the duvet so you feel like you are beneath a weighted blanket. You listen to the cry of the loon and soft lapping of the lake against the beach. Your body is heavy with a satisfying, satiating exertion that comes from a day of hiking and swimming and using every muscle in your body. Your eyelids fall heavily upon your tired eyes, and you begin to drift towards healing dreams, safe, serene, at peace and at home wherever you go. And I am going to count you down to a night of deep, healing, restorative sleep, so you may find restoration and renewal to begin another unwritten day with joy and excitement. Every day you write another page in your story. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finding bliss, finding enchantment, finding peace, finding sleep, finding you. It's time to dream away. Good night.